Welcome to the Daily Devo. My name is Donna, and today we're talking about the blessing of faith. Our verse for today is found in Luke chapter 1, verse 45. Let's read it together. Blessed is she who has believed that the Lord would fulfill what he has spoken to her. This powerful verse reveals a profound truth about faith and its transformative power in our lives. But to fully understand and appreciate its significance, we need to take a look at the story of Mary, the mother of Jesus. If we go back a few verses in Luke chapter 1, we find Mary, a young Jewish woman of simple origin. We are told she is a virgin who is currently engaged to a man named Joseph. Then out of nowhere, she receives a visit from the angel Gabriel. Gabriel tells her that the Lord is with her and not to fear, for she has found favor with God. He then gives her a prediction that through the power of the Holy Spirit, she will conceive and give birth to a son who shall be named Jesus. Trying to imagine the awe, wonder, and fear Mary was probably feeling in this moment, her response is shocking. Despite all the things stacked against her, societal norms, potential scorn, and real talk, the impossibility of the situation, we see Mary make a bold statement of faith in verse 38 saying, "I am the Lord's servant. May it be done to me according to your word." It is in this context where we encounter today's verse. Blessed is she who has believed that the Lord would fulfill what he has spoken to her. These words, spoken by Mary's cousin Elizabeth, who previously also had an encounter with the angel Gabriel, echo the essence of faith that defines Mary's journey. Mary's faith that we witness here was not a passive acceptance, but an active, unwavering trust in God's promises. In a world that often demands evidence and guarantees, Mary serves as an example of what it looks like to trust in the unseen. She believed that God would fulfill what he had spoken to her, regardless of the seeming impossibility of the situation. And looking back to the challenges she would have faced, social stigma, potential rejection, and the daunting task of explaining a miraculous conception, we see Mary's faith remain steadfast. So what are some takeaways from Mary's story? First, Mary shows us that faith involves surrendering to God's plan, even when it contradicts our understanding or societal expectations. Her response of, "May it be done to me according to your word," demonstrates a profound humility and trust in God's divine plan. Secondly, Mary's faith was not contingent on circumstances or visible evidence. It was anchored in the character of God and his faithfulness to fulfill his promises. In times of uncertainty, may we too learn to lean on the unchanging nature of our faithful God. Lastly, Mary's story can challenge us to cultivate a posture of expectancy in our faith. To be blessed as she was, we must actively believe in the promises of God, trusting that he is working all things for our good, even when we cannot see the outcome. As we further reflect on Luke 1:45, may Mary's faith be a continual inspiration to us. Like her, may we find the courage to trust God's promises and not hesitate to surrender to his plan, living with expectancy, knowing that blessed are those who believe that the Lord will fulfill his promise to them.